Hey guys, Dancy2. Welcome back to Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus. Last time, we killed Valus, the first Colossus. Today, we are going after the second Colossus, whose name I forget. I think it's Quadratus or something to that degree. I don't have the list right in front of me. I'm just going to put them in the title description, in the title and in the description mostly. I know some of them. I know the ones I like. I know their names. And I know a lot of the later names. I probably don't know how to pronounce most of them. Anyway, we woke up back after getting potentially mind raped. Maybe the entire thing was a dream. Maybe it's just we have to do this in our subconscious mind. No, that would actually have been an interesting twist. And honestly, I would not have been disappointed with that twist. If, everything we do here is just in our mind, and the only thing in this place is actually just a temple. Which, that's actually kind of weird concerning the game mechanics and the final cutscene of the game. Anyway, this is our map. We press start to access it. I'm going to use this map later on because, as you can see, there's a little golden trail for where we've been. I'm going to use this later on basically to show where we are and how we're moving about, because a lot of this game is travel time. So I'm going to cut out a lot of traveling for that reason. Anyway, we're going to go fight another Colossus. It's basically right behind here. This is going to be our first Colossus that Agro's in the battle with, and he's completely useless. Honestly, I think he hurts more than helps, and I'm going the wrong direction. Turn around, you dolt. There we go. It's actually down there, on that little beach down there, if you can see. Anyway, one of the things I've decided to come up with to talk about during slow times is to talk about what this game looked like during production, because recently we've gotten some more information on how Shadow of the Colossus was in beta, or more specifically some information on some of the removed Colossi. I'm going to try to go over some of this as best I can. This is all, of course, speculation. I have no sources for this, and what sources I have are very limited. Basically, Shadow of the Colossus wiki, which is a horribly underdone wiki. If you want actual information about this game, go to Team Ico wiki. As far as the sequel to this game, that this game is a prequel to Ico, I may end up doing that later, but I will hold off talking about that probably until the end of the game, when it actually becomes relevant. But as for beta, first off, to go over Valus in beta, and just beta in general. I'm not even sure if it was beta, but in production, they seem to have a different eye type. As you can see, their eyes were kind of energy, sort of, not really solid things. In production, they were kind of like stone-carved eyes like the rest of their body, and I swear to Christ, they were really creepy, and they were really unsympathetic. And I think that's one of the major things of this game, is actually sympathizing with these creatures that you're killing. And it hasn't really come to head yet, that you'll start feeling sorry for them, but it'll come soon enough. And those stone eyes, thank God they changed them, because otherwise it would have been near impossible to convey that kind of emotion. And Valus just looks really creepy with the eyes, and I don't even want to think about it. But as for this next boss, he was potentially one of the scariest things I saw during production, because right up until the end, he had a different face. In fact, the face he had is still on the back of the box. It was really creepy. He had like an open mouth, in comparison to what we're going to see here. And he is a giant buffalo bull thing. He had kind of a weird, more open mouth, and it was incredibly evil looking. He was also a lot more green. All of his fur was kind of green like the grass. And this wasn't just like a general thing, this was just him from what I could see. But anyway, now onto the actual boss. As soon as I stopped running the rocks, and I accidentally did this lean off the side trick. I'll show that off later. I figured it out around boss 6. But in order to get him to a point where we can get on him, we're going to have to shoot under his hoof with our arrow and hit his weak point under there. Not too hard. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to do it, though. Our friend here may be a skilled archer, but I am not, unfortunately. You can do this on aggro, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, because son of a bitch is really hard to move. Also, this guy really doesn't seem to notice you all too much. He'll notice you if you like stand in front of him, but he'll quickly lose interest, as you just saw. He's just kind of minding his own business. Dum-de-dum, going out for a walk, going to walk on the beach. Looking for a friend. And aggro is messing my camera. Thanks a lot, horse. Come on already. Damn it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Steady on. I don't know why I didn't take that shot. Because although he has dust piles around his hooves, I think you can shoot through those. Because they're not actually solid parts of the world. For the most part. In fact, the detection that this game has is pretty amazing, you know, as far as the Colossi actually making physical changes to it. I never really thought about it up until now, but if you look back in part 1 where, you know, Valus was like stomping the ground and causing like tremors and the earth splitting around his feet, it's actually pretty good detection, pretty good animation. You know, you don't think about it too much. And to this day, I still have no idea what hit me there. It's a mystery to me. Anyway, we have to climb around to the front of his legs, which I am a dumbass and don't realize. Luckily, he stays down for a pretty good time. Longer than Valus, at least. Anyway, since this is hard mode, we have a vital point on his side. I'm not sure, to this day, I'm not sure if it's on both sides or on one. I thought it was on both sides, but there's only one here. I think there's a vital point on both sides, but they both share the same HP. This vital point is only in hard mode, and the two in normal mode are on his head and on his butt. Well, it's kind of like on his tail mode, but whatever. Luckily, I make it over to his shoulder, and I can rest over here. I'm not going to be that lucky my second run through, though. Once again, breaking the laws of nature and physics, just to kill a giant beast. Let's do it. Anyway, apparently they spurt oil. No, not really. It's the same black stuff that possessed us last time. But you know, I solved our fossil fuel crisis right here. We just gotta kill things. Fossil fuels are made from dying dinosaurs. So you know what that means. In order to be environmentally friendly, you have to kill everything you see. Points if you can figure out where that's from. I don't even know if I quoted it correctly, but, you know. If you can figure it out with my bad quote, you get some cred. I don't know. Anyway, we have to start all over again because I'm a dumbass. And I pause there. I like the pause animation in this game. It allows me to edit easier. Not as easy as Final Fantasy IV, where I could just cut to a black screen or whatnot, but I still can't believe I got that. I swore I hit his edge, but whatever. Draw my sword, prepare to climb this mighty beast. Oh, he's moving again. Hold still. Stop being a baby. I just want to murder you. I guess this is a good time for me to talk about the music in the game at the very least. The music in this game, I have a very split personality on. Like the game itself, I think the music kind of embodies the game. It's very nice to listen to and to watch videos to, especially if it's videos of the gameplay. But when you're playing, I don't know, it just gets under my skin like the rest of the game, and I don't really like it as much. That being said, the music is great. I just don't like to play to it. In fact, most of the time I have the TV muted and I'm listening to something else. When I said to mute the TV in the first episode, I wasn't kidding. I do that very often, and I'm glad I have a separate sound system downstairs, so I could record this while having it muted. My sound system is insane. We have like a stereo hooked up to a VCR, and the VCR is hooked up to our satellite box. I never watch TV, but whatever, it's worth mentioning. Which the VCR is then hooked up, and the camera decides to glitch. I paused there for a second because I thought a cutscene was going on, and no, the camera decided to spaz. But yeah, the TV's hooked into the VCR. Basically, everything's hooked into the VCR. So I just plugged I didn't even need sound. I could just record straight from it, and it benefited me greatly because that means you guys have sound, and I don't have to freak out due to music. I also get to listen to whatever I want. That's the other thing is, if you're gonna do this game more than once, bring your own soundtrack. Trust me, it definitely helps the experience of the game, I think. Some people could argue it takes away. I say if you've played it once with the music, you've heard pretty much everything you're going to hear. And anything else after that is just kind of pointless atmosphere because you know what it's like. You know how it goes. That being said, this game does have replay value. It's a very strange replay value in that way. Now here you can get a good look at it. We didn't get as good a look with Valis, but I saw the eye. I was talking about the eyes earlier. And not only just to have you sympathize with the Colossus, but as a gameplay mechanic, when their eyes are red, that means that they're angry and they're like thrashing around or they're trying to attack you. When their eyes are blue, they're peaceful, and they haven't noticed you, or that you're not bothering them. So, both sympathy-wise and a gameplay mechanic, I'm glad they changed the eyes. And hopefully next time we will get to kill something else. Of course we will. See you guys then. Take me away, possession drugs.